What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cord here, back in the world of Diablo 3 with my buddy Mazul. Him and I are in Inferno mode, Act 1 right now. We have already beat the Butcher once, but we're doing a little bit of farming. Now, most people have said that they want to farm the Butcher or, you know, the end guys. We're not doing that. We're actually farming the elites and blue mobs that run around in Inferno Act 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little stream live of how we do that. There are deaths involved, but we generally get down 95% of the mobs that we engage through Act 1 whenever we do this. So this should be a nice little guide to help you guys get some of that gear that you need. Right now, I believe he's running about 70% Magic Find without the Nephilim buff, and I'm running 60. What the Nephilim Valor buff is every time you drop an elite, every time you drop a pack of blue mobs, you gain 15% Magic Find, 15% Gold Find. So, basically you stack that up 5 times, which is its maximum. It gives you 30 minutes. You cannot change skills or else it will disappear. So you need to have a solid set of skills to begin with. And you stack that up to 5, and you just go out trying to find these mobs, and hopefully they drop some good stuff. We've gotten some decent things out of them periodically. I'm basically running glass cannon mode. I have crap tons of damage, very little defense involving my wizard. He is the exact opposite. Fairly low damage, but does have here we go. But he does have a lot of health and defense. Okay, so you can see these guys. They've got reflect damage, health link, fire chains, and arcane enchanted. So, all right, I've got the other two. As you can see, we kind of split them off from each other, which we found helps a lot. And I just kind of jump around and, oop, you're gonna get some more stuff. I aggroed some other stuff. I don't know what's over there.
Need more time.
But, so we just kind of separate them out and run around. I just kind of do my kite thing. I've got a Hydra there that'll shoot them for a little while. If you don't kill them fast enough, they do enrage, so make sure that you are aware of this. Drop the Hydra again. He's soloing one by himself. I've got the 2 here since I can kite these around pretty well. If they're not ranged, pretty easy for a wizard to drop. You can even see I need to take some of those out as well. Mine are almost dead.
Same.
Alright, mine are both dead.
Mine's at 20.
Alright, I'm heading back up to you. I've got to clear some zombies out. But as you can see, I took out the pack mobs fairly easily, and he's up here soloing the other one. It helps a lot if you can separate them out like that. It makes for an easier time. Now, granted, that was a very easy combo for us to kill, so it's not always going to be like that. Nice, dude. As you can see, that's what we just got from that. Go ahead and check. It's a pretty nice helmet. I wish it had some magic find on it, though. Alright, so that's our first little pack mobs down. You know, not too difficult. Again, this is only Act 1 of Inferno, but I'll bring guides for each act as we figure it out. I personally haven't tried to solo Inferno yet. I'm not sure if how much the difficulty changes, but I'm sure the same style of play will apply. I'll go ahead and show you guys what skill set I'm running. Galvanizing Ward, the health regen seems very important. Illusionist, because pretty much everything will hit me for 15% of my health or more. And Glass Cannon. And the reason that you can kind of run Glass Cannon at this point is because of your energy armor, which reduces all incoming attacks to maximum 35% of your health. I am running Magic Weapon with the 15% additional damage, and I'm running my familiar with a 12% additional damage. And my teleport is the fracture
You're not
teleport.
gonna be power leveling me, bitch.
You can tell I just had one of my buddies ask me to power level him through hell. But anyways, put that on mute for a second while we're doing this. So I do have the teleport with fracture, which is a great distraction. And basically, every time you get hit in Inferno mode, you can teleport and fracture, which makes it much easier to keep mobs off you. And that's kind of the reason that I've gone after, or I've swapped to the Hydra build. Is I basically
none of my stuff sold.
Yeah, none of mine did either. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Basically, you lay the Hydra down, you kite around it, and once you have the damage behind it, it does great.
I kind of hate how I can't cancel some of the items because I have some of like low level stuff up there. I cancel that so I could put the 60 stuff. But you can.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes.
Well, I have a bunch of like really cheap stuff up. I was just trying to clear my inventory up. I was selling it all for like 5 to 10,000 gold, and none of it sold. All right, here we go. This is a little harder. We've got an actual elite here. Once again, same kind of concept. Okay, we've got Jailer, we've got Vampire. As you can see, just hit me again. Alright, I've got 2 after me.
Still waiting.
We've got Plagued Minion. Oh, I'm gonna pull some more stuff because this wasn't hard enough.
Oh, I hate not fast.
And it looks like these guys just naturally knock back, so that's why you heard him say that.
Still waiting.
And they're gonna hit me. Nope. Cooldown came up. See, they hit me. Just teleport again. Can you keep the boss distracted up there?
Yeah.
Still waiting.
Now these guys, the exploders, I like to try to get them to explode on each other, and it helps out a lot. These worms do hit hard, so don't be surprised if they explode. Then the worms come over and just wreck you.
He punted me in a group of mobs. Revenge spam.
Nice. I got the 2 other ones dead.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
But as you can see, I mean, we've got this down pretty much to an art where we try to split the mobs and each one of us takes them. You do get better loot if you can find a buddy who's willing to do this with you. I personally would recommend either a tank or possibly another class that kites really well. I'm not sure how well some of the other classes work in conjunction with kiting, so...
One shield called the Defender be awesome, please. It's got shit armor.
Any good? Any good?
Nuts. Whoa. Where's mine?
Oh, yeah. Dude, that damage reflect is pretty good. I'll just keep running us through Act 1 for a little while, show you guys how we do it. As you can see, we've got a 2-stack of the Nephilim buff now. Oh, we got one of these bastard gold things. Generally, we can't kill these in the real world just because we end up running into a billion different things, and they like to go wherever they want to go. They're just royal pains, generally.
not ready yet.
As you can see, they've got a hefty amount of life as well. Oh, we got close. I think that was the closest we've gotten with the real world ones. But most of the other mobs, you can see we just kind of AoE them down. I would recommend getting... We got kind of lucky. We came into Inferno pretty under-geared the first time through, and almost immediately got weapons to drop for us, which has been incredibly helpful. With all of my buffs, you can see I'm sitting at 21,000 damage. I know some other people have already broken, 30, 35,000, I'm sure. But for Act 1, it seems pretty acceptable to be at about... I would say you could probably start farming around 14,000 fairly well. It's going to take a lot longer to kill the stuff. Sometimes it'll enrage, but eventually the rage does reset. So if you can kill 1, 2 of the blues, the third one enrages, you just kind of wait for it to get to full health again to reset the enrage. You just have to go kill that single. And that'll make it a little easier to farm the gear up a bit. And of course, once you get up into the 20,000 range, you're hitting things for a ridiculous amount anyways. So this is the best way to get gear to farm, is to just keep repeating acts, kill bosses, kill all of the elite packs, kill the blue ones. We have gotten more gear out of elite packs and blues than we have out of bosses. So hopefully we can get into a tougher elite pack and kind of show you how dying and fighting works. And I could probably do a recording on our little run through here of how to beat the Skeleton King on Inferno. Alright, I'm heading towards you.
This must be the blacksmith's apprentice. Hadrid should be told of his fate.
There's only been a couple of times where we went into panic mode and started skipping mobs, and as you can see right there, one of those little guys got on me, almost killed me, didn't even notice. But where we've had to panic a little bit and we start running through zones trying to find an elite to keep our Nephilim buff up, that's only happened maybe twice to us. So generally, if you're just clearing the zones at a decent pace, you will be able to find elites and keep that 5 stack up. We have kept a 5 stack up all the way to the Butcher, in fact, and then the Butcher proceeded to dominate us for a while, so... Another good way to go about this is if you don't want to do the magic find, you can always do the...
Yeah, Finham finally did the Butcher, like an hour or so ago.
How long did that take him?
I don't know. I logged on at 8 Pacific. I haven't been on since the morning.
Alright, here's a little pack. Waller...
He wasn't doing it with FX and Gusta. He would do it with someone else.
So he ditched his buddies to go do it?
I need healing.
These guys are a little tougher because they have reflect damage and desecrate, so it's hard for him to regenerate health, it's hard for me to regenerate health. They wall off and do annoying things, which is why I decided to go with the Hydra build. Is even if they're walling, my Hydra still shoots at them, which puts constant damage up. Very, very useful. But you can see this desecration, they keep throwing it at us. You just kind of keep backing up. And that's kind of like when you die in this mode, you just kind of res right at the front there. You see how he just came up.
I've been healed.
You just if the bosses are too hard, you need to bring them back towards your spawn point. And if you can bring them back to your spawn point, you can do a little bit of cheese where you kind of res and you just keep fighting there, and they won't regenerate health, but you also risk hitting the enrage timer if you don't do it fast enough. And that's all I really wanted to show you guys on the little packs and elites. Once again, this is a Hydra kite build. You know, basically I teleport around all the time, and I let my Hydra do a lot of damage while I'm moving. Whenever I can be stationary, I am, and we try to split the mobs. That is very important. Splitting the mobs makes it much easier. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little guide into farming Inferno. Once again, if you like what you see, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be bringing you as many videos on the Inferno mode as I possibly can. Cord out.